All right, guys. 2018 is closing to an end here, so I just want to recap and let my family, friends, and everyone else know that nothing has changed from the very beginning. I have had the same exact rules that I have followed from the very beginning, and even though our trend lines need to be updated every so often, here's my Facebook post from December 28th, 2016. And even in the words I used, you can probably see nothing has changed. The reasons I decided to go long silver and determine that the US dollar is going to fall and use that inverse behavior between the two is sitting right here. I am still on the same path. I have never been so proud because I honestly believe that we are about to be rewarded for the patience, for just staying strong, staying on the path, following the rules, not lying to ourselves along the way and changing things. It is almost here. This is the post I put on Facebook December 28, 2016, and we know that site really has no beneficial, there's no benefit for us going on there, but this one time I'm able to bring up the history, and ironically I've got a 2-year memory coming back showing me the entire reason I stepped into silver. And I'm sticking with it. There isn't a single person on the face of this earth that is going to tell me any differently. I'm in motherfucking charge right now of my destiny, and I hope to God people follow me because I think it's going to be beneficial to all of us. Not because it's me, it's because the logic is there. This is about to happen. I have never been so proud in my entire life. I've never worked my ass off as much as this one single trade. And it's going to change everything. It's going to change everything for me, and I think it's going to change things for people who follow me into this. Last thing I ever want to do is hurt a single person financially. Gosh, man, I hope to God not. I want things to work out well for all of us. And even though my trend lines might have changed from what you're seeing here, I'm sticking to the path. Nothing is going to change my mind. Nothing. Stay the path, guys. AG, looking beautiful. Got ragged on again from good old Pops. Making fun of me. You guys have no idea the amount of flack I have taken for the past 2 years. And oh, I'm going to visit everyone when this one's over. Just to recap everything. Let them know what really happened. And what I see here, 2050 bullish crossover. Price consolidating between the 20 now and the 200. Stochastic staying in that overbought area. Why? Because they're buying. And they're buying and they're buying. They're buying. Volume's been great all week. Beating the daily average every single day. I see the value increasing. This bullish pattern here, it tells me that things are looking up, and what I expect to see are even more buyers coming in. And why? The futures. The silver futures. We've got a big pop this week. Oh, I cannot wait for Monday. Jeez, man, it's going to be awesome. Listen, I just ignore this. It's going to go up. Let's take a look at the silver futures, and more importantly, when we get to the US dollar, I think everything is going to become very clear. Silver futures, look at this. Those Bollinger Bands ain't got shit on us. I don't see those babies stopping anything. Had a bullish 2050 crossover a week or so ago. Stochastics look like they're embedded in the overbought area, still pointed up. Why? Because they're buying. And they're buying and they're buying and they're buying. I believe it was Wave Runner, someone on investing.com pointed out resistance around that 1569 area. I've had that up there for a while too, sir. So A couple scenarios could play out here. Silver futures could go up to that 1570 area, find resistance. We still need to come back down, find support on the 200 EMA. I always look for that before that rip your head off rally starts to happen. MACD indicator above the divergence line, pointing straight up. RSI going above 70. That means they're buying, guys. Nothing but freaking buying. Last overbought area with this respect to the stochastics, we're around 17 and a quarter area from this chart. That's going to be the next target after we find support on the 200 EMA. Could not look more beautiful if you're playing the upside. Risk reward, in my opinion, is only to the upside. All these shorts I hear talking on investing.com, oh my God, you guys are driving me nuts. Forget about it. Forget about it. It's only to the upside now. Maybe after 1570, if you got the nads and you want to play to support on the 200, I just don't see the risk. Why add all that risk? Just be patient. Play the upside on this baby. Oh yeah, it may look pitiful. I understand. I'm not going to get punked. Stochastics coming out of the oversold area. Why? Because they're buying. I see the relative strength finally starting to rise. MACD finally crossed over below divergence line. I get it. Pivot point 1319. Guess where the next target's going to be? I say the buyers start hitting this hard, extremely hard, up to that 1319 area. And the reason I think that is because crude oil futures. Let's take a look. Crude oil futures looking good to me. Still have a possible inverted head and shoulders forming from what I see. Got the left shoulder there in the oversold area. Got a head where we had a little flush just a few days ago. Got the relative strength on the rise. It's still low, but it's working its way back up. 20 EMA right up above us. I'm willing to bet the risk reward trade to oils to the upside. We went from 76 area to 45. I mean, that's quite a dip there. I'm willing to bet buyers are going to start stepping in, especially in 2019. Still want to see that right shoulder around the 52, between the $48, $50 area, somewhere in there. Time will tell. I'm playing the upside. I'm not concerned. And why am I not concerned? The fucking US dollar, baby. Let's take a look. This is where the money is. Let's first take an overall look at the US dollar from December 20th, 2016. It's where I put my money in AG. Made my bet. Nothing's going to change my mind now. Impossible. 2-year bear flag, 1-year upward wedge, both bearish. Just incredibly beautiful. Here you go. Stochastic still not oversold. Got the 200 EMA, which is always a target, underneath. Got that horizontal 93.30 support line right now, underneath. Guess where our next targets are going to be? Still got the fib line down there too. Barely made it 50% of the way up at maybe 63. I don't know. I don't give a crap. Who cares? We're headed down. Headed down. Let me say it again. Headed down. Let's take a closer look. Here we go. I tell you what, man, the most rewarding thing there is for 2 years catching flack, listening to people tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm stupid. I don't understand. This, that, all about me and how I just don't understand. You can never tell where the markets are going to go, Joe. Why don't you just keep putting your money in? Take it. They got a few points. Maybe I should have. But when you're trying to talk to 100 different people, you can't go around telling them to go in and out and in and out. It's just a majority of the people don't understand that. And there's no way I can reach those people all the time. But I can tell you this, man, from day one, I had confidence in myself, in my knowledge, in my past failures that I have learned. that I put enough time and effort into making the right call. And right now we are underneath that lower wedge line. And even on investing.com, I appreciate the people. Joe, I know your intentions are good, but there's no way I expect a fall to 94. That's got to happen next year. The U.S. dollar is so strong. I do not trade the here and now. I don't care where it is right now. I trade the future. And I can tell you what, in the past 20 years, I have learned enough to tell you things change quickly, violently. What you see now may not be there tomorrow. And what I am trying to do and what I have tried to learn is when those things change. I have expressed many, many times that I am horrible with timing. And ironically, I'm still trying to figure out when. And it doesn't always work out to be my exact timing. I understand. But look at those stochastics right there. Never went down to the oversold level. It's trading below support on that upward wedge lower trend line. The next target below is 94. And I know that I have witnessed in the past a $2 move. And that's huge in the dollar. Huge. $2? I'm telling you, man, I know it can happen in one day. I know it. I'm positive. I've witnessed things like this before. Price of anything is just relative to that day. It's just a number. Doesn't mean anything. It's just a number. Don't fool yourself into thinking that there's limitations on the market's moves. There isn't. The market's going to do anything it can to throw us off, misdirect us, scare us, play with our psyche. I've been through it all. I'm still going through it. I'm still trying to fight my way through it. But I'll be damned if someone tells me this ain't coming. I know where we're headed. This bitch is going to fall. It's going to take a while. It ain't going to happen next week. Well, I mean, the 94 might. But guess what? Then we got to go back up and retest that lower wedge trend line from underneath. And then the big fall's coming. Like I've been saying like I've been telling people. 94, 96, 93.30, 76, bitches. Count it. I'm solid, man. Absolutely solid on the logic that I put through here from September of 2016. Went public December 20th after I had a little bit more info. I don't want to hurt anyone. Man, guys. So damn close. The rewards are limitless. And all the rules I've used to make this trade, I think, work, and the proof's coming, can be used over and over and over again. It doesn't stop here. This is just the beginning. It's the beginning for me. It's taken a long frickin' time to get to the beginning. But man, the middle and the end's just going to be something to remember. 94, 96, 50, somewhere in that area. Then 93.30, then 76. Stay strong. Keep the faith. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Follow your gut. Every day, use the market's moves on the daily chart to confirm it. Stop watching the 5-minute, the 15, the hour. Who cares? Get in your Piper Cub, go 10,000 feet up and take a look at the forest all around you. Know where you're headed. Don't get confused by all the trees. Get the outline of the forest, the big picture. Zero doubts on my side of the monitor. Let's do this, baby. Happy New Year. Truly mean it. It's going to be a good one. I welcome 2019.